Okay, this story is horrifying. It comes from Pamela Price at Bayview. And so, since May 2016, citizens of the Bay Area have been shocked and appalled by revelations of abuse of power by police officers in six different law enforcement agencies. The central figure caught in the eye of the storm is a teenage girl who says that she has lived in the Bay Area's commercial sexual exploitation marketplace since she was 12. This photo is who she really is and how she looked when she was just 13 years old. On September 1st, 2016, we learned that this young victim had been shipped to a so called rehab facility in Florida where she was promptly arrested, charged with a felony, and carted off to jail. Three horrifying truths have emerged in this crisis of corruption. One, her sexual exploitation was cultivated, condoned, and encouraged by law enforcement officials. Two, she is not the only child caught up in the Bay Area's network of police sexual predators. And three, her swift transformation from rape victim to felony assailant sends a clear message to all commercially sexually exploited youth in the Bay Area that you best not say anything to anybody. So, for months, the teenage girl who was raped and exploited by police officers was the highlight of the news. Celeste Guap was everywhere, from CNN to YouTube, while some reporters demanded answers from police officials and focused on the lack of accountability and the pervasiveness of the problem. Others elevated Celeste Guap to a Kardashian like celebrity status. Almost every interviewer seemed to ignore the obvious facts that she was a victim who was robbed of her childhood and that she needed a lawyer bad. The obvious came crashing into everyone's reality with her arrest in Florida. While some of us were standing in front of the Richmond Police Department demanding transparency and accountability in her case, her carefully orchestrated transition from victim to felon had already taken place. In the process, her real name, Jasmine, was revealed as well as her home address. Details about her medical treatment, her arrest, and her transport to the jailhouse with her hands and feet shackled together in a hobble, a device that ties a suspect's hands to their legs. Even before the proverbial shit hit the fan, no one in law enforcement was taking responsibility for the brilliant idea to send 19-year-old Jasmine to Florida for rehab. The Richmond Police Department has persistently denied any involvement in sending her to Florida. The Alameda County District Attorney's Office responded to inquiries with no comment. The story out of Florida is that Jasmine, a 5 foot, 130 pounds, was being subdued by two security workers, both of whom are described as 6 feet tall, one weighing 230 pounds and the other 240 pounds. The 6 foot, 230-pound security officer is identified as the victim of the aggravated battery felony charge. His injury is a bite on the arm. Wow. And so apparently there have been police arrests in this case. But there needs to be more done. There's a level of police brutality that's going on here. And one attorney, Pamela Price, who did this story, saying we have to set up a trust fund for Jasmine's legal and medical expenses, her education and security for her protection, and to assist any other commercially sexually exploited youth who have been preyed upon by the police or other traffickers. So the Jasmine Fund has been set up. And there again have been some police officers that have been arrested and taken off the force, but we have to find out further details on that because they might end up on other forces. That's usually how it works. The police aren't chastised in most cases to the degree that they deserve to be chastised. This case is just devastating. So if you'd like to get more news, information, or updates, please subscribe to @yourblackworld.net. My name is Yurima Karama at Your Black World News.